Hello.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So, the friends, we want to talk about guilt. It sounds really funny that it would affect your weight loss, but it does. Losing weight, it's not just a physical thing. It's here and it's here. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up. My whole life and Kyle's whole life, there were some people in our immediate family that often tried to make us feel guilty and manipulate us into doing what they wanted. And because we were so low, we allowed people to walk all over us. And the message that we want to send today is, you are worth so much more, and we understand what it feels like to be really heavy and really down on yourself, and to feel like you should feel guilty all the time because you're a bad person, because you're overweight and you can't get it under control. We know that feeling. We understand it, and we want to tell you, you do not need to feel guilty for that. You should be proud of who you are no matter what stage you are in your journey. And don't let anyone else try to get you to think otherwise or get you to think that you should feel guilty for things. I'll tell you a story. Just a couple of days ago, I received a wedding invitation for someone in my family. I texted my mom, who I keep at a distance to protect myself and Kyle because she is a very toxic person. And I said, I'm not able to go. And I just asked what kind of gift card that this person in my family would like as a wedding gift, because I wasn't going to go. And immediately she responded with, oh, that's so sad. You know, she would really love for you to be there, and we haven't seen you in so long. I would love for you to be there, and you know, she would really love for you to spend her special day with you, just like she did for you. And with my mom, there's always something underlying. That was made to make me feel guilty, to bully me into saying, okay, I feel bad, I'm a terrible person, so I'll go to the wedding. Even though it's not a good date for us. We have something to do on that day. So before, I would have gotten mad, beat myself up, probably binged about it, yelled at my mom, said things I didn't mean, and did self-destruction, going further into my eating disorder. Now I repeated, I would have loved to go, however, we have plans that day, and left it at that and stood up for myself. So what we're wanting to give in this message is, when we were bigger, we often felt guilty for more things more often, and we didn't stand up for ourselves. And because of our weight and because of our binge eating and our emotional eating, we just thought that we should just give in, that we weren't good enough to stand up for ourselves, so we didn't. And we want to let you guys know that no matter where you are, it's important to stand up for yourself and to not let people try to make you feel guilty. You make your own decisions. You have your own life. And if you let that in, it does impact your weight loss journey, because it may, if you're an emotional eater, it might cause you to start emotionally eating or binging. It might cause you so much stress that you just can't focus on your weight loss journey and throws you right off track. So things like that, you need to advocate for yourself. Some relationships you might have to set boundaries, like I did with my mom. I had to set boundaries. I just text her for the most part. Very rarely do I actually have physical contact, because I prefer to have distance. It just helps me stay healthy. You can totally sever the relationship if that's better for you, or you can make boundaries. And you need to stay calm and stand up for yourself and believe in yourself when you stand up for yourself. No, this is what's best for me. I'm sorry that you're sad. I'm sorry you feel that way. However, this is what will work for me.
Yeah, don't justify yourself and don't
No.
explain why it's not healthy for you to do something.
You just state the facts and don't try to explain. And Kyle and I are still working on that, the qualifying of things. We still sometimes will try to like explain or, you know, reason with somebody. No. Sorry, we can't make it. Would have loved to, but we can't. Don't need to explain. You don't owe anyone an explanation for who you are or what you have going on. It's you that matters. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for who you are or what you need to do, or maybe you just don't want to go. And that's cool too.
Yeah,
You know?
and if this is like a continuous thing with somebody in your life, if it's a friend, a coworker, or a family member, whatever, it's not only is it mentally draining, but it is physically draining. So like we were saying, it does affect your weight loss journey.
Yes, it does. And you're too good and worth too much and too deserving of your fitness goals to put up with that. So the friends, remember when you start feeling guilty, that does get in the way of your weight loss journey. Kick it out.
And that's also a very good sign that you're around a toxic person.
Yes, that's a good point.
If every interaction that you have with this person, you come away feeling negative or guilty or bad about yourself, there's something that those negative feelings there are telling you something.
Yeah, that's a good sign, like Kyle said, that you might need to distance yourself from those people in order to continue with your goals. So the friends, we were able to do that. I was able to stand up for myself and say to my mom, this is what I need. In order for me to get healthy, I need distance from you. They didn't like it. I'm probably looked at as, you know, not a great daughter, but I needed to do that. And I had to let go of the guilt that I felt around that in order to get better.
And you know what? There are some people that are just ignorant and they're not actively trying to derail your goals or who you are as a person, but there are some that are. So just be aware of both and don't come down too harshly and waste your energy on the people that are just ignorant to what you're trying to do or who you are. Save your energy, you know, for your goals, and then direct if you have anger towards someone, direct it in the proper form and don't take it out on the innocent ones, right?
Yeah. And I had to, you know, be calm with my mom and advocate for myself and say, like, yes, we can still communicate, but this is what I need. And that's how I was able to get through it and lose the weight and not engage in my eating disorder anymore and no longer binge. So, and also like Kyle said about those that are, you know, might just not realize that they're making you feel guilty or causing you to go off track. That's where you need to come in and say, hey, you know what? When you say that, you make me feel guilty, or I feel guilty when you say that.
Or they might just not have ever had any struggles with weight in their life, so they don't get it. They just think it's an eating problem, like you just eat too much or something like that.
Yeah, and you just got to say, hey, you know what? This makes me feel, however, when you do this or when you say this, can you maybe go about it a different way? Or you just have to kind of calmly stand up for yourself, not, you know, get angry or anything. Just explain where you're coming from in, like, you know, I don't like when you do this. Can you try this? And stand up for yourself. So that's the message. Stand up for yourself. Don't feel guilty for who you are or what you're doing. You are worth continuing and completing your journey and moving on to more goals and bigger goals. So believe in yourself, friends. And do it. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay?
All right.
And leave comments down below if you've experienced this. You know, if you've experienced someone trying to make you feel guilty. And let us know if you've advocated for yourself and fixed a situation, you know, like Kyle and I had to do to continue on your journey. So, don't forget. I said already, I think, to like and subscribe, okay? And if not, the weird bobbers of doom. Bye.
You've completely lost it now.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
Our complete weight loss guide is finally here. We put our heart and souls into it, friends. It has 40 family-friendly recipes. Not only is there a 2-week full meal plan for you, there is a blueprint on how to make your own. The toning moves to prevent loose skin, to tighten up the loose skin. It's all in there. Everything you will ever need to know, you ever wanted to know about how we lost weight, it is there.